Describe where you're from and how you grew up.
I lived in Spokane, and when I was younger, I would definitely say I lived in the ghetto. Because there would be, like, bums that would, like, be on our porch. My parents would kick them off, and, like, there's so many, like child molesters, like, around and stuff. So, like, my parents, like, always made it fully aware. Like, they never, like, hid it from us, like, when we were little, like, told us to never, like, leave the yard and stuff like that. And then we actually ended up moving because I was going to go to middle school, and then the, like, drug rate for our middle school was really high, and my parents didn't want me to go there, so we moved to the Valley.
Well, good thing they moved you to the Valley.
Yeah, and I moved to the Valley, and I went to, like, a brand new high school and, like, a really nice middle school, and never saw bums like I used to, and it was a really nice neighborhood.
Yeah.
So from 7th on up, I lived in a nice neighborhood. But
how many siblings are in your family?
After, there's 3 of us. I have 2 younger sisters.
How do you like being the oldest?
I like it, but then also, like, I am the experiment child. So my sisters do get away with stuff that my parents at first were like, no, and then they realized, oh, it's fine. So then they didn't have to go through the hard times like I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you have to be the role model for your sisters and always be, like, the number one child kind of sort of thing?
That's kind of weird because it's like, I don't feel I need to, but I am that person. Even before my younger sisters were born, like, I was born to try hard. Like, in kindergarten, my little sister scribbled on my homework, and I cried. I wasn't going to get a good grade, but it was kindergarten. Like, it was a coloring assignment. So, like, I've always been that person.
Yeah.
Even, like, when my little sisters weren't even, like, really around, and I didn't feel I needed to be a role model because I was kindergarten. Like, I didn't know what a role model was, but I've just always been like that. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I just am. Yeah.
Who was your biggest role model, like, most influential person in your life?
I'll probably say my mom, even though my mom and dad are both around equally, but, like, we are so similar, like, mentally and physically, like, all of her, like, health issues or whatever, like, I have that too, and then, like, we just think the same.
What is your socioeconomic status? So,
like, wait, what does that mean? What do you mean by
I think that means, like, middle class, lower class, upper class, like, I don't know.
Yeah, we're definitely middle class, yeah.
How do you think that's, like, affected, like, your jobs and careers and education-wise? Like, has it helped you get an education or given you more of a drive?
Yeah, it's definitely pushed me to want to, like, succeed, because they've always worked their hardest, and they didn't really come from much, so us being middle class is, like, definitely a step up from what their families were when they were children. And so, and I just want to strive. Like, they strove to do better so they could provide for us and give us opportunities that they didn't have, and I want to do that even more for my children.
Yeah, especially for both of your parents.
My dad, he just went to high school and graduated high school, and then my mom, college. She is a surgical tech.
Where did she go to college?
I think, like, Spokane Community College. She just got her AA.
Let's do it. Stereotypes or myths have affected the formation of your identity. And
I don't know. No, I don't feel like I haven't really been impacted by stuff like that, because they taught me, like, that it doesn't matter, like, what ethnicity you are. So I tend to not, like, really let that stuff bother me, and I was fortunate enough to grow up in a place where people didn't judge me on that. Like, in elementary school, I never got teased about stuff like my ethnicity or anything, and then and when I went to high school, I definitely was the minority, but I was still accepted just as much. So I was definitely fortunate in that, but I don't know, it's like, I see things happen, like that Cheerios commercial with the black dad and the white mom, and then people wanting it to not be on there. So I see stuff like that. I know it affects other people, and it's not just, like, mixed people or black people. It's all ethnicities, and that's just, like, a whole controversy altogether. So I don't even know how to address that.
Yeah. What made you want to go to a four-year college?
Because I want money.
I think everyone.
Yeah, I want a good education, I just want to have as many opportunities as I can.
That's
Yeah.
good. What is your major and what do you aspire to be?
I'm a psych major,
Me
and
too.
yeah, and I probably what I will end up doing is like school counseling, because I like helping people, and I just want to learn as much as I can about psychology because it's just so interesting, and I would love to have summers off to travel, because that's something else I want to do, even though it's like not really a job.
Yeah.
So like that's what I'm
That's
leaning
what I wanna
towards.
do too.
Yeah.
That's funny. Do you currently have a job, and what personal experiences do you have working there that have helped you to where you are today?
I'm on the shock dance team, and I danced all through elementary, middle school, and high school, so all that helped me make the dance team.
Yeah.
And then I work at Hooters, but I just got hired there. I'm still going through training. And then before then, I worked in retail, so this is actually my first restaurant job. But being on the shock team definitely helped my confidence, and just being able to interact with people, interacting with fans is kind of the way they want us to interact with our customers. You kind of in our guide we're technically performers. So being on shock definitely helped me get that job.
Yeah, definitely. And explain why.
Hard question.
Yeah.
Probably just that no matter what you do, you have to work hard. Nothing is given to you. And I just applied that through everything, with dance and work, school. I've just always tried to do my best because it's rewarding. Even if you don't get 100%, it's still rewarding knowing that you tried your hardest and that was the best you could do. And then once you do achieve something, getting that 4.0 in a class, it's awesome. Or once you do a routine perfectly, it's just rewarding and just in all aspects. And even with the relationships, just trying your hardest, to have a good, solid relationship with people. Yeah, so
definitely.
just working hard.
I like that. Can you describe a moment where you knew you were black?
No, I can't describe a moment because I don't know, my mom's white and my dad's black, so I just always knew I was half and half. I just knew.
How do you identify yourself racially? So you just say that you're...
I'm both. I don't like when I have to fill out a form or something and you can only pick one. And when I do only pick one, I do put African American, just because I don't know why, I just do. But I don't like doing that. I like when they let you
choose more than
one because I am more than one. But I definitely do pick. If it is only one choice, I put African American.